Welcome to Depression Talks with Immanuel. In this community, we openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. So hit that subscribe button because I promise you, you are not alone. Now, I'm guessing you clicked on this video because right now you're probably feeling a lot of pain. Maybe you just went through a breakup, or you're still not over your ex, and that breakup could have happened days, weeks, months ago. Now, in this video, I'm going to share 2 things that will help you get over this a lot faster, and a quote that might change your whole perspective upon this entirely. Last September, I went through a very hard heartbreak. I was planning on marrying this girl. I moved from Florida to Indianapolis to possibly marry this girl, ask her to marry me, and we broke up. And no matter what relationship you were in, the blame is always on both people. So I'm not blaming her for all of this. I'm not blaming myself for all of it. We both have things to play. But the pain I felt, the next month I lost 10 pounds because I stopped eating. I was still running, but I stopped eating. I actually turned to negative coping mechanisms. I started to drink more and turn to hardcore substances to try to escape reality and get rid of the pain that I was feeling. It sucked, man. It was the hardest thing I've had to get through in my life. But what I realized is this experience was the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And I'm guessing that once you get through this, you're going to look back on it and see how much you grew. But the first thing that will change your whole mindset a little bit is this. You can only control 2 things in your life: your own actions and your own thoughts. That is it. This applies to everything in life. But let's talk about specifically this breakup. You cannot control your ex. You cannot control their actions, their thoughts, what they're doing to you. They're not calling you. They're not texting you. Because I know right now you're probably hoping that they call and text back, but they're not. You cannot control anything that they are doing. All you can control is your actions and your own thoughts. So think about how you're reacting to this. Are you turning to negative coping mechanisms? Are you trying to stay in bed all day and soak in your grief and pain and just wallow in it for days? What are you doing to help you get through this situation? Either it's a positive choice in action that you're making or a negative choice. Now, trust me, I am not saying that grief is not a part of getting over somebody. It is. You're going to hurt. I'm telling it to you blunt. It's going to hurt. But that pain over time will subside, especially with understanding that you can only control 2 things in your life: your own actions and your own thoughts. We spend so much time with burdening ourselves with trying to change someone else and change someone else's actions and their thoughts that we forget that we can't control that at all. It's out of our control. So let it go. Let it go. The thought that you can change their mind, change their perspective, etc. This quote has changed my perspective on a lot of the hard times that I've been through in my life. And it's this: a hungry stomach, empty pockets, and a broken heart can teach the best lessons in life. I know right when I said that, you're thinking to yourself, there's no lessons to learn from this. It's all hopeless. It's dark. They were the one. I can't live through this experience. I felt the same way, man. I felt the same way. When I heard somebody else tell me, you're going to get through this, time heals all wounds, I was like, man, shut up. Like, you don't know how much I'm hurting right now. You have no idea how much I'm hurting. But today, I can say I learned so many lessons. If I stayed in that relationship and never went through that breakup, I would not be the confident, strong, self-aware person that I am today. I would not know my own self-worth. I was pretty much a doormat in that relationship. I allowed everything to go on. I didn't speak my mind. I didn't, I just allowed so much to happen that I stunted my growth. But today, Depression Talks with Immanuel would not exist if I did not go through that breakup. Do you understand what I'm saying? I learned so much about myself. It's a hard lesson. But try your best to look back on those moments. Just take time. Right now, take time. Look back and say, how can I grow from this experience? What can I take away from this experience that can change who I am for the better? Did you notice that when you go through a breakup, the changes you make in your life to improve yourself significantly increase? Significantly. Because you begin to focus on the most important person in your life, and that is yourself. You spend so much time focused on your partner, and it's time for you to take this time in your life for yourself. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying get over them just like that, because it's not how life works. That's not how the mind works. That's not how our heart works. What I am saying is that if you understand that if you can only control two things in your life, your own actions and your own thoughts, that will help you in this process. If you understand that heartbreak can be one of the best lessons in life, I promise you, your whole perspective on the situation can change to benefit you and to help you get through this process a lot easier. As always, hit that subscribe button to join this awesome community that openly talks about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Keep on doing you. You'll get through this. All right. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling no matter what. Peace.